Oh, now I can see how dusty everything is. Jesus. Jesus, I never dust anything. Oh, neato. All right. There's my comments, which I can't fucking see. But I guess I don't need to see what I'm doing. I guess I can just stop being an idiot. Okay. Too low. My frame, please set the frame rate. Yeah. All right. Hey, what's up, bro? Hang on a second. It's telling me my frame rates are too low and I have to set them. Choose the following resolution for bitrate recommendations. Video length, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Is information helpful? I don't know, man. 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second. I don't give a crap. Choose encoder settings that provide high-end quality. Yeah, give me the best stuff, brah. Do it. How do I do it? How do I do the things? So then do that. You're not helping me. You said actually close unused applications. I mean, I got a thing about this. I can just kill that. Don't save it. And then I guess I can kill that. All right. Guess I can kill that. That work? Shut up. Anyway, bro, what's up? Dude, check it out. So I have it attached to my head today. Into the abyss we go. Welcome to the digital abyss. This is what the internet really is, people. If you ever wondered what the internet really looks like, it looks like this. Anyway, bro. Hey, yeah, you don't have like can you hear me okay though? Like I don't know how the sound works because I attached it to my damn head. So I just want to make sure you can hear me. Because I'm going to be doing some stuffs. Man, look how dusty everything looks. It's really not that dusty. I have like canned air stuff all the time that I'm like, take care of my computer, kind of dust everything all the time. But it looks dusty and dirty because like this is where I make stuff all the time. So none of this is dirt. This is like paint, like all this is paint or like, clay parts and casting stuff. Yeah, my phone's right there, sweetie. Right behind you on the thing. No, too low of a frame rate. How do I change the frame rate? Graphics. Oh. Using a camera, start live video, support when you use streamer or paired encoder. Dashboard. Yeah, it sounds good. Okay. I told you your mom left. She's gone for like 2 days. You know that. I keep telling you that. Yeah, you keep saying you forgot. Anyway, I'm live, sweetie. Bye-bye. Do your homework. Get your homework did. First and foremost, you get your homework did. Hiya. Nah, go do more. Go do more. Anyway, so here's what I'm doing. I'm going to, for the sake of, what do they call it? Archiving information. I'm going to take you on an adventure. Follow me. Come on, follow me. So this is a whole bunch of my other parts of my room that are dirty and dusty and actually aren't really that dirty and dusty. Well, that's dust. That's all dust. Okay, anyway. But this is my monkey paw that I already have been working on. I don't know I can't see over there. But anyway, full scale monkey paw versus back over here. You're gonna get car sick from all this. See, so I made these little guys a while back. Now these are resin casts. monkey paws for necklace purposes. And this is going to be a full scale, full sized, uh, like monkey paw, you know? Oh, you've been adulting, so you haven't talked to anybody in weeks? Dude, I am not on much, bro. Like my life's been kind of I've become more and more recluse. Sucks, you know? Like it sucks. I wish I had more. I mean, I can do more, I guess, but I don't. And actually 10 pounds down here right now. He's hanging out with my wife, which sounds a little weird when you put it that way, but him and Buddha, Buddha and my wife just went down to Texas to go to that weird the place where you have like food that comes out to you and they go, "R winch, get me some more chicken leg and mead," or whatever. You know what I mean? So they're all down there right now. And I am not socially prepared to deal with people right now. I'm going through a lot of psychological, emotional issues. And that could be because of the whole diagnosis thing, but there's a lot of psychological things that have been popped up from my childhood to now. Medieval times, yes, that place. But I'm going through some deep emotional traumatic stuff that's popping back up from my childhood. So yeah, it's catching back up to me finally, I guess. Meh, it's making me feel like crap. So I'm not gonna go deal with that. Yeah. Back to this point. Yeah. Big monkey paw, which would be cool. I've made him. Whoop. Oh god, this is hard. This is really hard. I've made it so you can. Unlike these little guys. Okay, hold on. These little guys are individually. They're the same thing, cast multiple times. Like I made the little sculpt myself, and then when I cast them and I paint them and all that stuff, they're made to be necklaces. And but they're like the same little guy over and over again, basically. You know, yeah, they look pretty good. The big boy here, though, that's going to be an actual in a case designed to look like an actual monkey's paw. As you can see, I start with the skeletal form, the actual bones and things first, which is not uncommon for a lot of my bigger pieces. I actually start with bones. Then I put like tendons and meats and skin in them and everything else, and I skin them and put fur and everything else. Like I actually go all out. Like my fairies, they're anatomically correct. They have tongues. They have all kinds of stuff. They are to make my junk look big. Good job. Good call. But I actually individually make all the finger bones. Not the big one. The big hand is one unified piece now. Originally carved as individual pieces, not the big hand here, but like these part. But then after this part's cast, which is what I'm going to go and do today, just to archive all this footage so people know how much fucking work goes into these little guys. But I individually cast the bones in resin and carve off all little pieces, drill holes, wire them together. Which I mean, I don't know if you can see the wire or not, like in there. Come on, focus, focus, focus. Little focus. There you can see the wire in there. So I wire them in so you can position them before I glue them down. And even then, they're still movable a little bit, but you don't want to move them too much. But the point being is then I've got to actually make a wrist part too, because I'm gonna make them like a little piece. It'll be good. It'll be good. Yeah, at least I think it'll be good. I don't know. We'll find out. Yes, sweetie. Do you want my tea? I have a water here too, so you can just steal my tea. You're welcome. That way you ain't got to worry about it. How do I fix the frame rate? There's no way to fix it, you ding dong. Now it's 10 frames per second. Oh no, you can. Why would you? Thanks. Just grab a water when you need one. Oh, and Cat Stabber said hi, by the way. She already ran off. I don't know if she heard. What? Cat Stabber said hi. Yes. There you go. She says hi. Well, you probably heard her. How do I change the frame rate anyway?
Oh, hey, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go and do the whole process from. I know the frame rate's so low. Leave me alone. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that before I do this again. But yeah, I'm gonna go for the whole process to make it to here, from literally nut liquids to at least this part, and then I'll do another little thing about molding out of clay, like these little guys. Ah, what the hell? It's catching. Why? How are you catching me? But to mold, like, because when I did my little these guys here, and I molded them out of clay, and then had to cut it. But I use monster clay. Well, I'm working on using monster clay. I usually don't, but I'm gonna make a mold or make. I am terrible. Excuse me, I'm terrible at this today. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's just do this thing. Oh, you ever done a hand of glory? What the fuck is that? I don't know what a hand of glory is, bro. Oh, and now people can see both my screens at the same time. Yeah, look at that. Oh. And my Facebook screen, I have like, whoop, there's that one. Now you can see infinite space. Oh God, it's gonna be like if an acid trip took acid. Anyway, but I have this like this so I can read comments over here, but also apparently see that my frame rates are fucking 11. Look at that. Frame rate is like 11. Stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna wander over here and then but I can't. Wait a minute, can I open this bigger? Oh no, it just takes me up here to down. Can I put you? I can't. It just does that. Why can't I put my fucking hang on a minute. Let me try something. All right. Stop. Stop being a fucking dildo. Can I put you right here? See, I used to have my comments over here on this side, and that made my life so much damn easier. But now it won't let me have my comments over here for some stupid reason. Stream setup. Stream. I wonder if that. Viewing. Okay, I don't care about that. What is that? I don't know. What is that? Remove module, pop out. Wait a minute, pop out. Live produce. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Hang on. Oh, so you're just on a separate little screen? Oh, okay, cool. Watch this. Let me shrink you down. All right, now I can. Oh my God, you freaking ding dong. All right, now I can actually see what the hell's being said. Yeah, there's only one douchebag commenting anyway. You're right, Cat Stabber. And his name's Cat Stabber. As I die. Anyway, no, Cat Stabber. You should definitely. I don't play. I play, dude, like in the mornings now. So it's like I only play a couple hours in the morning, dude. So I'm not playing much anymore either, and I haven't talked to too many people. Like they ended up dragging me up to OKC. You don't know what that is. I know you're not from our state. Sorry. Yeah, spaghetti. Thank you. I was about to make that comment when I was coughing. I was thinking about, oh, I'm choking on spaghetti. But gloves are important. Don't forget to double bag it, kids. But I was thinking about, or I mean, they took me up to, oh my God, they took me up to an escape room because I needed to get out of the damn house. And You are seeing me powder my hands with baby powder? Okay. But yes, sweetie. I cannot help you pour the milk. Um, not this moment. I'm kind of.
I'll try, but it might make a mess.
Yeah, well, you make a mess, you just got to clean it up. Be very careful with it.
I do, but it's still very heavy, so it makes it go up. It makes it dump faster.
Yes, I do understand that. Really good luck, sweetie. And oh yeah, that one's already got a little bit in it that I didn't finish pulling out. I'll just leave it in there. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying, but molds, get a little bit of baby powder, helps release stuff. There's actually mold release that you use. By the way, I use a I don't even know where it's at. My stuff looks like trash. That's actually my trash over there that just fell out. But I know everything looks garbagey, but it's not. It's just got a mess of stuff everywhere because I'm in the process of cleaning my room again, and I never do because I'm lazy. But use I can't tell if I can. Okay, there we go. Yep. I just use this guy. Like it's these. Ugh. I just grabbed this stuff here from my Hobby Lobby, which I don't know. You guys aren't even from this state, so I don't even know if you guys have a Hobby Lobby. Probably not. But those who are from this state know what Hobby Lobby is. It's an overpriced hobby store that has about every damn thing possible. Keep in mind, I can't read any comments while I'm sitting here doing this on this side, so I'm not gonna be able to see what you're saying until I get back over there. My bad. Now my daughter's gonna come. Oh, good job, sweetie. Well, you're getting some skills, but it's a 1 by 1 part action, and oh yeah, I cannot make messes sometimes. Oh yeah, your other skills are getting better. She's not editing, coding. There's a coding's that's different than editing. I know you call it editing. Okay, I'll let you call it editing. You're getting better at editing than me. So it's a 1 by 1 part. I usually do 5 milligrams or milliliters to 5 milliliters for these finger bones that we're doing here. It's not for the big hand bone. I'll do that here in a second too. Hang on. Totally separate monsters. I'll do that separate. But this is a bitch, and I'll tell you why. Because I fucked up. When I made these little guys out of the clay and I cast them for the molding, which I'll do that whole separate video later, like I said, to do the wrist bones. Usually what you want to do when you're doing things small like this is, man, you got to have an airport, like not one of the planes, but like an airport event, because when the stuff comes down in here, down in there, because that's where this is from, boop, it doesn't have anywhere for the air to go. So the air bubbles, they go nowhere. And the bad part is about that is then they hear and they that and it's trash. And then you have to try to fill it back up or just throw it away. And if you're gonna throw it away, you don't throw it away, you just clip it and chop it and put it in your I'm gonna reuse it pieces bucket that you then shove down pieces so that way you don't have to use so much. Anyway. You have about a minute mixing time, depending on the type that you get. I get the quick. Oh God, Jesus! I get the quick stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 50. Now I don't do seconds by counting. I can feel the warmth, and I look at the the material as it goes clear or it goes foggy, then back to clear. And then also there's little streaks in it. Just make sure you get all that out. If you stir too fast, though, you'll cause aeration in the stuff, and the air bubbles will destroy it, and it will become a mess. But I stir it for about a minute total. Here's the hardest thing you'll ever do in your fucking life. Trying to get this stuff to go down inside of that tiny little thing. Oh, God. Oh, God. And not have, oh, Jesus Christ. Why am I just a disaster? I'm one disaster after another. You know that in life. God, I hate everything. Fucking quit, bro. You know, I don't know if you can see this, what I'm doing. I can't see to see. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I can't see to see if I see what I'm doing or not down here. Oh my God. Where the. Give me you. Quick, 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 quick. Probably not enough time to really get you going good. That's okay. If you worked, you worked. If you didn't, whatever. Now, let me just look. See, I have air bubbles down in that one. Fuck. And down in that one. Fuck. Come on, get out, get out, get out, get out quick before it dries. Or cures. Not a dry, it's a cure. There's a difference. I might have salvaged those. Make sure there's nothing in here. Make sure you even it out. As for this little guy here, I think there's an air bubble down in that part. Yep. This one's a jawbone from something totally different, by the way. I have a little extra here that's just slacking off. It's just going to ooze around and not do any goddamn good. So I'll just... unfortunately, put it back in there. And then I'll just make sure that you have enough on each one of you. Okay. Whoop. All right. So these ones are taken care of. Move you out my way so I don't screw you up. Let me get this little guy here done too. Boop. Boop. My napkins, paper towels. Now, this doesn't seem that hard, and it's not. This is all like, okay, it takes a minute. Whatever. These are going to dry for, or cure for the next, like, 7-8 minutes or so, People look at me and they go, oh, you must be a coke addict. Oh, look at all that coke you snort off your crotch. Nope, it's just baby powder. And terrible coke addiction, snorting off my own crotch. It happens. But hold on a second. Problem is, if you leave stuff in these things, it does that. Which is terrible for when you're trying to measure this shit out. Now, I don't remember. I know these are 5s. I know the amount in here is like a 5. Shit. Oh, shit. Air bubble. Come on, get out of there, buddy. Get out of there, buddy. Come on, you can do it. Get the fuck out. Thank you. Now, I know these are 5s, and that just gives me a little bit extra. So when I do these, it's 5 milliliter to 5 milliliter, so it's 10 milliliter total. Boom. And then I have a little extra. I put it in a jawbone for a little skull here. And then, so it'll come out like that. Little jawbone. Whoop diddly do. It's always good to have extra pour over. My extra pour over is normally these little skeleton fingers right here, but I have a bunch of shit on top of them, which I didn't realize. Yay. Till it was too goddamn late. So let's just move those right now. And that's my filler, which I'm about to use in here. So I guess, let me dump some, fuck. Do I do 5 or not? Let's chance it with 5 first. Because if we fuck up, we fuck up. But I have to have enough to put the thumb bone in too, because the thumb bone's right here with this one in this mold. But that'll be 10. No, that should be enough. That should be enough. In theory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Now that way I know I at least got, the amount of time I need. And then I can feel the warmth kicking in. I want to make sure that no strings or, any, not strings, but it looks like little strings in there. I use the stick to drip it down in there. So it drips nice and doop, 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 and goes all the way down. Looks good. I do the same here. Nice long strands of it, like a nice stream of it. Well, that bad boy did not come even close to filling up. Yeah, I fucked that up. That needed to be a lot more. Whoops. Okay, well, we're going to put some fillers in. Bloop. And that is not even going to be enough to help. Unfortunately, I'm still going to need a lot more, Shit. All right, so what else do I want to make while I'm here? That's the question, like... Yeah, I can throw some extra filler in here, and I can just use a teeny tiny bit. I might just go ahead and mix up like a little 2 amount, tiniest bit, toss it in there. And that'll probably be enough. Shit. Well, I probably should have done better on that one because I forgot how much. So this is why you always write things down, people. Always write your shit down. Why do you look so gross? Like, what chemical was in you? Again, I'm not looking at comments right this second. Give me a minute. I'm sure you guys have not said a damn thing because nobody cares about me. But give me a second, and I will get back over that way. 2, nah, fuck it. We'll just go with a full 5 again, and then we'll put the other however much in something else that I don't have ready. So you know what? I'll just powder this up really quick. The beautiful thing about things that are bigger pieces, like skulls or anything like that, is you can use them as filler or extra fill-up plate pieces. Fuck off, man. Hang on a minute. Like, if this doesn't fill up, or if that one doesn't fill up all the way, I can always just later on use whatever I have to kind of plop in there as I go, as long as it's not anything needed right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 20. And when you're stirring any of this shit, you really want to get in there, make sure you get it all thoroughly done. Again, make sure there's no real heavy streaks of anything happening. And when you're pouring it, do your best to just get it in there. Oh, see, I saw a bubble just pop up. Don't like that. Hang on a minute. And this one here is the skull for the teeth down there. I want to get down in there and make sure that the bubbles come out of that teeth. So Hang on a second. Like I have this little thing right here too that has a bubble in it. If I can get that bubble out, it'd be great. Oh, there you go. Come on. Come on, buddy. There you go. Oh, bubbles out. Come on, buddy. There you go. Yeah. Look at you. You're growing up so fast. Keep this up and you might look good. Oh my goodness. You might be an extra little thumb. An extra little thumb bubble, huh? Oh, look at that big old bubble come out of that one. Oh yeah. Oh my God. I think you might actually come out right. Ooh. Fantastic. All right. We'll just go ahead and set those aside. Wait for all that to dry. But in the meantime, now see, these aren't exactly dry. They're still a little squishy. So we're not going to even mess with those. But as you're about to see, as all those lovely old ladies on the TVs all do. The Hand of Glory is a magical item that renders enemies stunned. It is made from a hung thief. Like hung is in penis? Or hung is in like hung from the gallows? Yes. Make a wish. Remember, you only have 5. And yes, I'm making a monkey paw out of resin. Like I sculpted. Here, let me show you. Well, my clay parts aren't. I sculpted them out of clay, right? So the sculpts are out of clay. Then I casted them in resin, which that is what these here are about to pop out of that there. Boop, boop. I don't know if you can see it because I'm not. Oh, dang it! Every time I turn, I keep forgetting. But they're about to pop out of here. Boop, boop. These are my resins, which is again, just the basic stuff, But they're gonna pop out of those, and then I bring them over here. That's my line up there. Oh, my gloves. And the mold's over there, bro. Oh, okay. Neat. I'll have to look up Hand of Glory and, we'll have to see. But then, would you stop catching on to me, dude? Fuck off, bro. What is this even? And why is it attached? You're like permanently attached. Huh, weird. It's a Velcro thing that keeps catching me for some stupid reason. Well, let's just do this then, I guess. Maybe it can not. Anyway.
Hello.
Hello, son.
Are you live?
I am live with it attached to my head. Isn't that amazing?
That is pretty cool. You might get copyrighted for the song I'm listening to. My bad.
I might what?
Get copyrighted for the song I'm listening to.
I can't hear it. It's in your headphones.
The headphones are only plastic,
Let me hang that there so it'll stop catching my pants. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. But basically, let me just set that hand aside. Let me go with these little guys here, which have already came out of the mold. And when they first come out of the mold, you have to clean off the flashing, which is like, God, geez, this stuff's...
They did take out our trash.
They did take the trash, so our trash day is still Thursday until next week. But
You have a GoPro on your head?
I have, no, not a GoPro on my head, my camera from the thing on my head, which is genius.
Oh, live?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Yep. That's why I messaged you guys information before you came home, so I wouldn't have to talk to you.
That's parenting 101.
It is, but now I have to still talk to you, so.
Well, you didn't message me back because I
asked if I could hang out with Mark after I'm done with my chores.
I didn't message you back because I went live.
I know, but I didn't know.
That's why I said, just do this. Make shit pretty.
So after that,
I mean, as long as you do, all the stuff you're supposed to do, yes.
okay.
That means, trash around the trash and all the trash and do your chores. And yes. Now, after you clean the flashing, which, why is it so fucking bright? Okay, yeah, we get it. There's white stuff. Just don't blind us anyway. Hello? Can you do the thing? There we go. So you clean the flashing, which will be like all this extra crap around the edges, and sometimes you have like the seams and things like that. Where's my little cutter? I got shit everywhere in this house, but where I need it. Are you fucking kidding me, brah? Where the fuck is my little... It was just here. Like, literally, this is my life. What the... Oh, it's right here. Never mind. Sorry, I got it over here with my other stuffs. All the other stuff that I needed. Sorry, I didn't realize. Okay, now. Heebie-jeebies. So, after you pull these little guys, each one of them will have like, oh god, all this like annoying, see like the extra little chunks, and it's flat, and that's where it gets caught, or you like, oh my god, I'm gonna just undo them here in a minute so you can see what the fuck I'm talking about. But you have to spend an hour easy just cutting that stuff off and then shaping it to look like a fucking bone, because that whole end is just flat from where it was stuck. Yeah, good times. So I sat here for about an hour just doing this. This is why there's shit all over my fucking table and my floor. And then after a couple of days of doing these, I have to sweep everything. But yeah, this is what I do. This is why my life's exciting. It's an adventure. Just keep carving it, making sure that it's all good. As it goes directly into my fucking teeth. Because why wouldn't it do that? Why wouldn't it? But after you kind of get going, and I know it seemed like I ran through that really quick, and I did, but keep in mind, when you're producing these by yourself, and you're making a whole bunch of them, I think I just flicked that into my teacup. But when you're making a whole bunch of these, and, it's good times. It's good times. Because then after that, you gotta like make sure that it's sized up right. You're like, oh, okay, there we go. And then you gotta carve it down so it fits it better. Then I have to drill holes. We'll go through that in a minute. Oh, tell the wife I was 10 pound of Buddha. I said hello. Yeah. And yeah, dude, we will kick it at some point. And nothing else over there. Nothing else over there. But anyway, that was that one. So these little guys right here, individually, but yeah, this is the exciting life of making resin anything. Keep in mind, I hand carve my shit. I don't 3D print anything. I hate that idea. In fact, to be honest, I think 3D printing is kind of cheap. I think it takes away the craft of crafting. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it takes a lot of skill to make 3D printing. No, it doesn't. A machine does it for you. And that's coming from a guy who makes industrial music. So a machine does it for me, right? Wrong. Now, people who make the model in the 3D program, props to you, because that takes skill. That is the same thing as me sitting here molding these things out of clay by hand and then casting it. The casting it is what the 3D printer is. But if you, which I know this from Etsy and a bunch of people there and a bunch of other people that go, oh, I got this 3D model from this company. And they download 3D models. They buy them from a company who mass produces and makes and sells them for like 5 to 10 bucks. Then those people buy the model off the production company, a digital file. Then they mass produce them from a 3D printer and sell them for like 30, 40 bucks. Okay, money scheme wise, money triangular pyramid scheme wise, good job. You're making bank. From somebody like me that has rubles, I look at that and I go, wow, that's fucked, bro. You're a cocksucker because A, you are kind of ripping people off. You're showing zero morality when it comes to people's like the quality of things. Like it's just mass production. There's no, you're not making it. So why you don't care? You don't give a shit about any of it. Like there's no art behind it. There's no, you're just making a buck off somebody else's work. And that sucks. Like if they personally put in the hours to make the figure, if they personally put in the time to create that thing. Like, this little guy here, I'm working on him. I and again, you can't really see too well because he's white. But oh god damn it, you can't see him at all now because he's falling in the goddamn floor. Oh god, Jesus. Anyway, but focus on my dusty looking hands now. Focus. But like he's this weird little double guy, and I'm putting pants on him and stuff and tweaking him out. But let me see, like my character, my figure that I made of me, that I literally built. Like you can probably see this one better. Like I literally built my lower half, molded it. It was a pain in the ass. Like I spent some time on that little guy there. I've spent time on quite a bit of this stuff. That's way better than not. I didn't buy it from some dude for $5 and then be like, yeah, I made that when I didn't. I think that's kind of cheap. So that's why a lot of these people would go, oh yeah, I made that. I'm like, but did you? Or did you just buy the model off of a company? What? I love you too, sweetie. Yes.
Can I charge your phone here?
No. Because I'm busy on that port. You can take the charger here and
Big
this part
sacky pack.
there, and you can run off in there with it.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But yeah, anyway. So I just have my issues with that, I guess. I suppose it'd be the same as if like a painter took somebody else's paintings and just copied it on a printer and said, I made that. I made those. Yeah. No, you didn't. You just copied them. Well, I mean, but I put the work into putting it on the printer and pushing copy. Yeah, but it's kind of, I guess, I don't know, man. I guess I kind of look at it like it's bringing in corporate mass production on a small man scale, which keep in mind, I think is a great thing, but it takes out the heart and soul too. In other countries, Germany, for example, they take pride in their craftsmanship. I'm German descent. But they take pride in their craftsmanship where they go, okay, we make these fucking chairs and these fucking, beds by hand and all this other stuff. I had a buddy of mine once, and she was showing me her fold out bed slash couch slash dressers slash end table slash everything. Like this thing was like a fucking transformer furniture. It was amazing. And it blew my damn mind how amazingly impressive the German engineering was for fucking furniture. I'm just like, nah, that's insane. But it was amazing. Okay. With that in mind, however, it's a pride thing, I guess, in your craftsmanship. I need to line these out so I know which ones are what actually first. So, because here's our thumb, which goes with our hand itself. Boop. And I'm using an old comic book from like 1960, 1940. Which one is this? This is like an old, I don't know. It's like a really old comic book. It's my extra little spot. It's no big deal. I have tons of them. Probably worth hundreds. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Not really. If it was worth hundreds, I probably wouldn't be doing that. All right, you and you are going to be exchanged because I got to kind of line them up according to sizes. So sure, that looks about right. Then we got these little guys. So longest goes to the middle finger. Stop being a cockhead. But they're all almost the same, but like thinnest, longest. Oh, those are all almost the same. What the hell happened? Which did I get a wrong one? No? Huh. You're kind of a fat one though. What are you Did I get one of you in there? Or is that you? That is you. Huh. Whatever, I guess. All right, you boys go like that, and you can go like that, and you'll go for the middle. You'll go for the pointer. Put you right there, and you right there. Sure. Okay. Oh, wait, where'd you come from? You'll be my pinky. Bam, bam, bam. I'll put you over here. Yeah, sweetie, what's up?
Just saying hi.
Oh, hello. How might you be?
Good.
Make that one my thumb. Make that one my middle finger. I'll make you my pointer. No, I'll make you my pointer. I'll make you that one, and then the littlest one, that
I'll
one.
cut your
So.
ear and put it up here.
Okay, that sounds
Where
totally.
your ear is regular.
Where's my ear like what, floppy and not regular?
Nope, it's just like all the way down here.
No, it's because I don't have an earlobe. It doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
My ear's connected, sweetie. So yeah, it's connected. It's not that it's not
Mine's not.
regular. Yeah, I know. It's not that it's not regular. There's two types of ears. One has an earlobe connected, one doesn't. Mine's just not connected.
I have an earlobe.
Yes, you have an earlobe. Congratulations. You're adorable.
Snack. Some money. You
No,
got
that's fake
$800.
money. Yes, that is a fake $100.
I know.
So put it back. Thank you.
Why is it under your ear?
Because I need to remember to film it and do some stuff with it.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Don't worry, it's not like counterfeited. It's actually like prop money for film purposes. Don't come get me, FBI. It's all legally transferred, bought and sold stuff. It's not like a big deal. That's all I need. Fucking FBI showing up. Bang, bang, bang. We was watching your feed. Of course you were. Anyway. So now that I'm figuring out which ones are what, let's see here. Yeah, you'll fit there just fine. We just kind of figure out which ones we want to do what with and how we're going to have them set up and look. Got you going like that. See, I made my thumbs kind of not knowing how I actually was going to attach things. I actually made my thumb bone, this one here, before I ever even made the hand. That's kind of weird. I didn't, I don't know. I didn't really plan ahead on any of this. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, that might bleed a little bit. Anyway, but, yeah, so it kind of fits, but not exactly where it should have, like the angles and stuff. So I'm going to cut this one down completely and see if I can make it fit a little bit better than the other one did. Oh yeah, much, much, much better. Oh, beautiful. That one like fits pretty damn good in fucking piece of crap. Pretty damn good in there now. Now, I do have a Dremel that has this also for grinding things, but it just causes dust and it's a pain in my ass, so I don't use it that often. Anyway, that and I also have my tiny drill for the wire work for that part. Oh man, we're already reaching like an hour almost. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I don't want that to get lost. So you guys are good, except for you. I don't. Oh no, here. Yeah, you'll be all right once I put wire in you. Okay, so thumb's good. This is my life. But wait, there's more. You know, I might make a hand of glory, but dude, a hand of glory, that'd be a full-sized human hand. That would be a mummified hand. That might be rough. Like, that might be pretty big. This guy here is already pushing. This is the biggest thing I think I've ever molded next to my fairies, because my fairies are full-bodied, you know, and then their heads are also full heads, but this is next to that. This is the biggest thing, which I think this will look cool when it's done. But wait. I'll just bring it all over here so I can actually see what the fuck I'm doing. Boop. Demolding things. Yeah. I'll throw all that away here in a minute. I mean, if I can see what I'm doing, it's so bright. There, I'll just kind of shadow it in. I really need to get my lighting done. Now, take the rubber band off, only because I have a little slit down the side to help pull it apart and demold it a little bit. Okay. Oh, fuck. Really? Well, I'll show you. See, okay, hang on. Kind of work your hand down in there a little bit. Make sure all the air bubbles and stuff. And then pull it. Carefully pull it. Now, see, I have these spacers in between. I have these spacers in between because getting all this together down there, molding it, it would have been ridiculous. So I did do that. Now, this is still a little soft, so it's still kind of movable. I don't want that to work, or don't want that to keep happening. I don't want that to affect it. Now, remember I said flashing. That's what all this stuff is. This is the flashing. It's, you know, from all that crap. Now that it's soft, it's real easy just to take something and clip it off, throw it away, or you can save it to help put as a filler. You know, that helps. Here's the kicker. I originally made this, and I was trying to put a thumb or a little finger piece boop, as an extra little add-on. But the problem is those air bubbles. And right here's a prime example. Oh, come on. See a little air bubble? I kept trying to push the air out earlier. I thought I got them all out, but I didn't. So now, in the very center there, and I mean, I could try to salvage that, but yeah, fuck it. I'll just use it as extra filler, you know, here in a little bit for one of the other ones. And that way it doesn't go to waste, you know. And just make sure the flashing's off the sides there. And it's easier to cut the flashing off when it's semi-pliable than ever to try to do it otherwise. Because once it really dries, it's really hard. Oops, well. But, I mean, for the most part, that looks good. Has a little popped in right there, but nothing bad. So we got another good hand. Now for the thumb part, which is right here. You just spread it. You can turn it a little bit, kind of work it out. Push down, put your fingers on it, pull it right out. Bam. And there we have the thumb bone. Boop. Looks good. Not much flashing on it. Just throw it in there. Put my little rubber hair tie back on there to kind of keep that shit together. Because if you don't and you pour it in there, that crack, that shit just oozes right out. And that's why this is all crusty down there. Now this is not part of any of these little guys. This is that extra little jawbone that I had to just throw some extra stuff in really quick. And you know, again, they're still kind of rubbery and pliable. So this little guy comes out and it's all over the place. You can just move it. No biggie. I'll just set it aside for later. And it'll go back to shape as it hardens up a little bit. Here we have these little guys. Plenty of crap on the sides. Now, normally this would be like a fast-forwarded video, so you wouldn't have to deal with all this bullshit, but I am archiving this mostly for myself. So, you know, one day, I don't know, when I'm dead and gone, maybe my kids or somebody will give a shit and be like, oh, yeah, I found all my dad's molds, and maybe I'm going to see what his process was. Now, see, all that's flashing. All that is what they call flashing, and that's the stuff off the backside. And you know what? The finger bone's good. Just pull that crap right off and set it here to throw away. So that little finger bone, put them all right here. You know. Boop. Looks good. Man, that looks really good. No air bubbles in them at all so far. I probably just fucked myself by saying that. Let's just find out. Next little finger bone. See if we can. The YouTube feed is like an 80s music video set on the Mosaic filter. I don't know what you're talking about, bro, but good to have you on the Mosaic filter. Dude, I think something's wrong with my fucking camera setting because my Facebook says that my frame rate is like 11. So it is fucking up. And that's, I think, what's been going. Oh, man. See, air bubble. Air bubble is in that one, and it's trash. That one's complete trash. Fucking garbage. So, you know, I just said it looked good on my end, at least. All pixels. Really? Trash. Anyway, that one's good. That one came out good. Boop, put that little guy in there. Well, Chuck, hang on a second. And I'll bring you up to speed. Come on, little guy. Come on out. You can do it. I said, get out. And it looked like it fell in. So, yeah, it's... Damn it. Another one that had air bubbles? Really? And those are like the ones I thought I got him out of. Yep, see, look at that. Another one wasted. Now, salvageable, probably on this one. The other one was almost half of it gone. So this one here, I actually might be able to take the tip of this one, and I could probably go ahead and glue those two together. Yep, I totally can, and make one solid one out of them. So those two are going to be set aside, and I'll get to that here in a minute. But these little guys, just squeeze and pull. These little guys always usually come out good. Put that in with that one. So that's a new set of fingers for this monkey paw. Again, comes out pretty solid. These are big enough. The bigger ones are big enough. If you can see it, they're big enough that when you fill them full of that resin, that they have room for the air bubbles to pop up the side. So you don't generally have too many problems with that unless you rush it. And now remember, I did have one that was already. Oh, look at that. See, that one's fucked. Look at that piece of shit. I just said you don't generally have that problem. You fucking piece of shit. Of course, you're going to make me look like a liar. Well, that one's garbage. Thanks for making me look like a piece of shit. All the other ones are like, no, we're good, bro. We're totally good. But that one happened to just right after I said it, of course. See? They're all coming out nice. Good finger bones for the monkey paw. See, those ones all came out great. No fucking big deal. So, setting these guys back over here. Luckily, though, if you can't tell, I do have a few extra ones here that are about to get fixed over here. So, I mean, it's not out of the range of possibilities to bring some of them back. Let me put this little guy here to be fixed. But some of them that come out like these, like that's a pretty big fuck no. And there's even more if you look at this. Like, all that's just gone. There's nothing in there. That whole thing is just trash. So, nope. This one is, I'm going to cut it down. The cap will be filler. The little tip part, back part will be filler. Right here. And then the rest of that's garbage. So this will go into my filler pile. Extra pieces that are big enough that they'll fill up some space. Just put that right there. And then this here will go in my trash bag right here. Yeah. Yes. Oh, by the way, Chuck, Cat Stabber says hello. Look. Oh. Well, actually, he was telling me to tell Lifeless, 10 Pound, and Buddha hi because they're actually here. But I'm telling you hi also because he was talking about everybody earlier. So I'll include you in that. And I'll say hi for you from him. Yes. After I get off this today, fucking off here, I'm going to definitely take a gander and see what in the shit is going on with my recording capabilities here. Like, why is my camera trash? It's a 1080p camera. Is that a Facebook thing? Oh yeah, this is my Facebook feed over here, bro. My infinite Facebook feed. Yeah, no. See, here's how I got my setup. This is my usual setup. So I got Facebook here, and then my YouTube there. And if I could figure out how to do other videos, like other places too, at the same time, I just put them all up at once. But I don't because I don't know how to do that. Oh, and by the way, also, Chuck, I'm making a monkey paw, like a big one, because originally, and I'll show you too. Yeah, I hand carved out of clay and stuff and made the little guy here, as a necklace. So I made this little one as a necklace, which I don't have for sale yet on my Etsy or anything like that, but I thought it was pretty cool. And I was like, you know what? I want to make a real one. So I'm making a real one. And as I do with my fairies, I start with the skeleton because my fairies, even though they have skin and tendons and tongues and genitals, they all start as a casted skeleton. And then I put everything else to them. So these are doing the same thing, but I start and I hinge them with little. Oh, you can't. Oh my god, this is so hard. Like I have little metal pieces in there, and then I bend them and yada 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 yada. But I'm archiving this info mostly, bro. This little video here is mostly for me to archive it, so I can have the whole thing. And like I said a minute ago, if my kids or anybody when I'm dead and gone goes, man, I should make me a monkey paw. And so people can see how much effort and energy goes into these. Like I hand carve everything, even after the resin's cast. I carve down the bones to fit, the actual joints and all that kind of stuff. It's not just a prefabbed manufactured thing, etc., etc. But I don't have anything interesting to talk about. And you can see my cuts in my finger on accident. Oh, Jesus, I keep slicing them because I'm scoring or whatever the hell it's called where you do this. Oh, you can see just fine on Facebook. Hey, bro, what's up over here on Facebook? Thanks. And So maybe it is a YouTube thing. Fuck you, YouTube. And then my Facebook's the one telling me my fucking framework's garbage. YouTube's nothing but pixels, though, huh? Man, I had that problem once before, also. So maybe I don't know, man. But my Facebook keeps saying my frame rate's low. But I do the scoring here for whenever I oh, sorry, doing it like this is why I keep cutting myself. I'm like, but I do the scoring. So after I drill the tiny hole, it and I glue it with the super glue, it holds better. And then I'm going to, and also, your profile pic is unnerving. Oh, you haven't seen the baby with the beard yet? That's Kyra when she was a baby. And then I found a beard online. It's not my beard, but I found a beard PNG, so it has a clear background, so I could just stick it over her face. And I was like, boom, there we go. I actually got into a funny fight with a dude online because he was talking about me being a troll because I said some smart ass remark. And he goes, by the look of your profile picture, you're obviously a troll. And I was like, look, bro, you can't judge me. I was like, hashtag 2022. Just because I was born with facial hair and a genetic condition that causes facial hair as a baby. And like, it was some pretty funny shit. And people were cracking up about that because, you know, what a troll thing to say. And yeah, but he didn't have a sense of humor, of course. So he was pretty like, I'm a big asshole. And I'm all, yeah, you fucking are, dude. You're a total dickbag. You don't have to fucking not laugh at things, dude. You know? So, what a cock smoke. What a smoker of the penis. But, so bro, what have you been up to? How's life? Talk to me. You know, I wish I could do that. I wish I could just, like, have, like, an open chat dialogue. I know that'd be chaos if I had, like, 1,000,000 people give a shit and actually watch these things. But I don't. I only have, like, 2 or 3 that actually get on here, so it'd be pretty easy. Hey, sweetie. What you doing now? You getting bored? You want to come edit, don't you? You want to come?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to for a long time, so go do some homework. No, whoa, 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 whoa. Nope. My daughter has learned how to start making games, like how to program or I know, but she's starting to learn how to do all that stuff. Everything down here, it's retarded, and you know, bro, it's just life, dude. I've learned a lot of things about myself lately, like you know, I'm mentally falling the fuck apart. That's the main thing right now, and it sucks. And like we're figuring it out, you know. So it kind of sucks though. Going through some major mental issues. And we at first thought maybe it was due to the you know, the diagnosis of all of the stuff that's going on, and maybe I'm really actually scared of dying or, you know, ah! Oh, well, that's probably gonna start bleeding in a second. Yep, look at that. There we go. Oh. Anyway, and just move my thumb up a little bit and continue going. So, you know, we kind of was thinking maybe, uh-oh, you know, maybe you're thinking that this is worse, you know, and you're going to not be doing so good. But no, I mean, it's fine. It's not, it's like just treatments and stuff are fine. It's like this situation isn't that bad. Ah, God, Jesus Christ. I didn't need to score my thumb. I needed to score this thumb bone, not my thumb bone. No, don't. Yeah. And my wife and I kind of got in an argument about 2 weeks ago about some crap. So she thought I was just mad at her, but I wasn't. I was not mad at all. And but I kept having these weird issues, and it ends up being it's just man, I'm feeling really overwhelmed. What? No, I'm not talking about that. Sweet. I'm not dying or anything like that. You know that. I'm fine. She was thinking that maybe I was afraid I was going to or something, you know? Oh, no. And so we were, she was thinking maybe I was just afraid of that. I was like, no, I'm not. I know that everything's gonna be fine. Yada yada yada. So then we kind of got into this whole thing. She thought I was mad at her, but I wasn't. I was just going through some weird psychological stuff, bro. And ends up being like, I think there's a lot to do with my childhood that's coming up. Yeah, stress will do that. And I think there's a lot going, oh, look at that. Look at Jesus. You don't ever notice how dusty things get until after. Again, that's why I have this stuff. Literally, I guess it doesn't work on everything because that's still dusty. Anyway, but yeah, no, a lot of stuff from my childhood's coming back up right now. And it sucks, like hardcore. I completely broke down like yesterday on some stuff. Jesus, this thing is just not wanting to stop. I mean, just little bits, like of blood and stuff, but it's still like, my thumb. Stupid thumb. Anyway, I've got another one. I don't know what the problem is. No dead skin in the air is terrifying to think about. Yeah, no. Keep in mind, we also dogs that go in and out through a giant ass door the size of a person, 3 of them, and there's a lot of dirt that comes in, and dude, it kicks up this house, dude. You can literally dust, and then a day later, it looks like that. I'm not joking. So it looks like terrible all the time, but oh god, Jesus, it'll be fine. But it looks like we're not like it's just dusty all the time, but it's just we have a lot of dirt in Oklahoma too, like a lot of dry dirt just all the time. Mix that with 5 or 6 people going in and out of a house all the time, plus 3 big dogs going in and out of the house all the time, plus, you know, dude, it's nuts. So, well, I didn't mean to do that one. Like that, I kept like I was saying like earlier, you can see on my hand, my finger, because when I'm scoring this, I keep hitting my. You can't see it on my finger. My hands look terrible right now because I put baby powder on them earlier for doing that, so all the cracks and creases. But yeah, I keep hitting my finger when I'm scoring these two, so it's just one more to add to that. But then I just kind of move my thumb and move on. It'll be all right. That time I said, "Oh," because I knew I felt it go in, and I was like, "Ah, dang it, that's not gonna go well." Okay, sometimes past shit is better out than in, true, but I've never lived my life that way, bro. I've always lived my life with, you know what? I can shove that down deeper. Let's just do that. Man, let's make sure it never comes back. And it's done me good so far, Done me a lot of good. And you can argue that it's done me good because here it is coming back again. But no. Because if I just shove it down deeper, then it'll be another 5 or 6 years, maybe another year, whatever, before it comes back. But eventually, I will have to face it. And that's the shit part, you know. Yeah, never fun in the moment. Yeah, correct. And that is always always the problem. Oh, it is never fun in the moment. And yeah. So, dude, it's just that's where I'm at right now. And it's been for like 2 weeks and that's never happened before. Usually it's, a few days, maybe a day. It's usually not much. And I lose my shit. I'm all right. Everything's fine. Da 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 da. But it's been going on almost 2 weeks now, and it's just not letting up. My ability, I'm like, dude, I'm not even driving right now because I can't handle it. Oh yeah, the Evil Dead where like Leatherface is Ash. Now, so here's what I'm doing with that, bro. And I need to. Good Lord, thumb! I literally just had blood taken out of me yesterday, but now my blood's apparently too thin. It's like I'll just leak out everywhere. Thank God. Just keep going, blood. I don't need that much in there. I need to be depressurized. That's part of my treatment. So yeah. Leatherface's Ash looks pretty good. I have him elbow dropping Mankind, but his puppet is I haven't decided who his puppet's going to be yet, but they're going to be some kind of iconic. Sometimes that stuff sticking around a lot. If we understand the driving stuff. Yeah. Oh hey, what's up, bro? And look at that. Look who it is. Oh, whoops, wrong part. And I'm assuming that's why you said, "Oh my God," is because look who's all 3 on at the same time. Is that a wild, Chuck? It is. It is a wild. It is a wild chuck. And anyway, let me do this. We need to do a we just need a podcast thing, but I don't know how to podcast. We need to figure out something. We always did really good together. The Rock on the Sock. Yeah. But I wanted to do something better. Not that. I wanted to do like it has to be some kind of iconic zombie or not zombie, but chainsaw wielding maniac. Because that's the whole concept of the painting is like chainsaw freaks, or I do have that because he looks like he was like elbow dropping, and by the time I did it, it was too late. So I'm like, all right, and Mankind kind of does the Leatherface thing, so it works. Oh, you can't see it's clowns saying what's up, bro, but you can't see his post. How weird. Well, you got him blocked because you're like, oh, I don't like him anymore. Get away from me. Mario is not Leatherface inspired or nothing. That doesn't get you don't talk no more. And but yeah, so also the chick from Lollipop Chainsaw, I'm gonna have her on there. Also, yeah, Makara goes yay because she likes that chick. But I'm gonna have her in that painting also, but mixed with probably Chainsaw Man. So I'm thinking about having her with like the Chainsaw Man face and the Chainsaw Man arms. So people will probably be confused about that one. They'll either know her or know him, but not know both. But then her boyfriend's head hanging, I wanted to maybe make it like there's got to be somebody else Leatherface like or something. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I haven't figured that one out yet. Man, I gotta pee. Oh crap! I didn't think this one through. Jesus, stop bleeding everywhere, thumb. I didn't stick you that hard. Didn't slice and dice you that heavy, bro. But yeah. So I'm trying to archive this. I wanted to go the whole distance of how long it took me to do this so people could understand how many hours I really put in sitting here doing the littlest of things to make my shit, right? From start to kind of finish. And that's why I kind of included when I make the mold stuff, which I'm going to include that in a different one because that's a separate beast altogether, making the mold. So when I put the wrist together, I'll do that separate. But at least like the process of this, putting it together from molding it from chemicals to making the individual fingers to putting it together to a monkey paw, thought I'd just go ahead and do the whole thing. But good Lord, it is taking forever. To be honest, I don't know how many hours I spend per each thing I make either. I know my fairies, man, those are days. Because I build the individual boxes. I mean, dude, I do all kinds of stuff, but hey, what's up? You said a random weird thing. VOR.RED. Vored. I think you may have to get checked about something, bro. Oh, you had to reload the page to see Wes's stupid Facebook shit. Interesting. I mean, my shit's having all kinds of issues today. Listen, bro. Over here on YouTube, apparently my YouTube is having some major issues. So in case that's still an issue, apparently my bloody thumb, my bloody nubbins is God, would you stop being so bright? You know, it's not the nuclear war here. You don't have to be like but it's all in digital. So that's funny. But yeah, this is literally, and I'm just now, okay, if you paid attention, I am just now, this bone is done. So thumb, completely done, scored, done. This one is now almost done, scored, not end score, the end of it's not scored. This one's not carved. But then that one will be done. And then I still have all these to do. Then I get to take my Dremel tool. with that tiny little bit there, boop, to drill holes into each piece. Then I can put this, clip it with this little guy, bend them into place, then super glue them into place to end up with something like that. Something like that. And then after that, I'm going to put skin on it and do the whole 9 yards there when I get done to it. But then I also got to put the wrist to it. Oh my God. But I'll get to that here. Facebook is shite, bro. Well, you know, everything is shite, bro. I'm going to go pee-pee really quick, guys. Give me a second. I'll be right back. You guys talk amongst yourselves, lady talk. Oh, I'll give my forehead a break too. Oh my God, I'm sure the indentation is amazing. So you guys can enjoy this up-close picture of nothing. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Oh yeah, now you focus like somewhat decently close. That looks kind of cool, man. Shit, I could have like little action figure stuff happening, like little me, like, what's going on? Holy shit, look at this. Watch this. Hold on a minute. Oh, here, I'll just grab something random I found on the site. It's gone. The little dinosaur. That's amazing. That's amazing. Anyway, I'll be right back. I got to piss. Don't listen, you weirdos. God damn it. All righty. And while I was gone, look at that. There we go. All right, PP complete. Thanks for hanging out. And my thumb stopped bleeding. Did it? Maybe? I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. Anyway. Man, I wish they would stop trying to be so fucking bright just because there's a bunch of white things in the... Like, do I have to just spray paint everything like black or something and then it will calm down? I don't know. Anyway. So, what did Markiplier used to call it? Boner cast? I have no idea. I could probably ask Kyra. She used to watch Markiplier stuff all the time. Watches all kinds of crazy crap on the intronets. Probably should. I should never let her watch. But, you know, I'm a terrible parent, so what do I know? Now this dude over here on YouTube, there's another one that says VUM.NGO. Man, I'm pretty sure I'm getting hacked over there right now. It's all right. It happens. It's a thing. I need to talk to you at some point about the project I'm working on. I need help making a concept package. Oh yeah, bro. I mean, you know, you got my number and shit. So anytime you need to call me or want to call me, go ahead. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good right now about anytime. Not right this second, obviously. I'm kind of doing this. But, you know, whenever works for me. So, I'm always down to chat with you, bro. It's bots happens all the time in my life. Oh, okay. Well, it works. So what do? They just say, Jimmy Jam. Ah, it's bleeding again. Great. A concept package, though. Like you're talking about, like for getting out there to maybe get some funding or something, or Or what? Some ideas like that, you mean? Or what's up? I mean, I know you don't want to talk about it here. You don't have to talk about what the idea is right here, but I mean, I mean concept package is a weird thing to say is all I'm saying. It's dog water, bro. You're dog water, bro. Kind of more so than when I go to actors and stuff, they have an idea. Okay, yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking, like kind of like a promo a press kit for bands and stuff like that. I was figuring it was about the same thing, press kit styled, kind of just like, hey, this is what we do, this is what we need, this is what we're going after. So it gives people an idea. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. You could have like art pieces or doodles and just I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Kind of like whenever people get on like sorry, not doing this little number. I just do it up here and it's not bright. It's like when people were doing stuff on Indiegogo and things like that, where it would be kind of just the idea of what's happening. Yeah, all right, that's fitting together pretty decent. And yeah, that would work. Are you going to use this for going to get the actors and actresses and stuff, or just for everything? Yeah, that looks pretty good. That one's scored. All right. Let's try not to. I'm going to shoot a short too, so it'll be an overview and the proof of concept. Yeah, okay. God, Jesus Christ. So basically, you're making a press kit for everybody involved. So you can just be like, hey, this is what we're doing. Come join us. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, man, whatever you need. You know I'm around, bro. Since I'll be approaching these people cold, I need to come across professional. I don't know if I can help you with that. I mean, but I can try. I'm about as unprofessional as they get, but nah, I can pull something off. I can wear my big boy pants sometimes. God, this is gonna suck when I slice the other side of my thumb here in a minute. 2 seconds. Chainsaws and screaming hello. Wait, are you talking about my dog? Can you hear my dog in there? Or are you talking about like me doing that like with things? Cause see, that was ironic because my dog's in there barking and one of our kids is talking out loud. So like chainsaws and saying screaming hello actually was pretty much what was going on just now. So I'm not sure if you're referring to what was going on in the other room or otherwise, like me saying like screaming with chainsaws. Your dad is Rob Zombie, so I mean that does help. Yeah. Let me just knock that shit in the floor. Okay. Yeah, the dog was a coincidence. Okay, I kind of thought that because I was like, I don't think they can hear that all the way in there, but you know, I didn't know, man. I did not know. All right, look. So these ones are now done. Done and done. So I only have a fuck ton more to go. See, this is why this is annoying. Oh, I already did that one. So is that one accurate? Decently. I could take off these little corners a little bit more. It'll probably fit just a little bit better. Sorry. Again, I'm trying to do this for an archive purposes, and I'm like not even fucking focusing so I can see what the fuck I'm doing. Oh yeah, that works way better. You know. So good. Now. And dude, honestly, I haven't worked too much more on my scripting for the one thing. Really wish I would have been lately. I've got a basic. Oh, I do have a fucking hilarious point though. Go with me on this one. And you know what? Oh, you're out of here. Okay. First of all, Wes. Yeah. I mean, you know, the group has always been great because the group is always like a moral support group anyway. But But yeah, we'll talk at some point in the near future, bro. Anyway, just for general purposes. But no. So Chuck, I have this genius idea for part of the film where because it's the liberal grandkids versus the Republican angry grandpa that they never see eye to eye. And yeah, peace out, bro. And the liberal punk grandkid, the one boy, it's gonna be the boy who's questionably gay.
I'm done.
And okay, and the grandpa who's like always making snide, questionable remarks about it, And I'm gonna have one point where they open the door and the fucking killer's gonna be there, right? And the young man's gonna be like, he's gonna say something about, or he's gonna like punch the bad guy or whatever, and he's gonna hurt his hand. He'd be like, oh, and the grandpa, because the bad guy, keep in mind, is gonna be like 7 feet fucking tall, big monstrous dude, huge buff guy, and the grandpa's gonna be like, some old 5'6" grandpa, and he's gonna be like, oh yeah, you see about how these limp-wristed young kids, and you that's what it gets you. You ain't real man, blah blah blah, acting like an asshole, right? And he's gonna open up the door and he's gonna punch the bad guy instead. He'd be like, let me show you what a real man's like, boy. He's gonna open the door and be like, and he's gonna go, bricks, bricks. He's made out of bricks. Why is he made out of bricks? And he's gonna close the door, and then the boy's gonna be like, "Oh, I guess limp wrists running the family, huh, Grandpa?" And he'll be like, "I do not want to hear this from you right now, boy." And it'll just be like that. It'll be like a funny, like the grandpa giving him shit for limp wrists, and then all of a sudden, Grandpa's got limp wrists too, so it'll be like, explain that one, Grandpa. Quit being a dick. I think it'd be pretty funny because then the grandpa's gonna be like, damn it, thinking he's gonna be the big badass dude and he's gonna just knock this monster out. And no, because the guy's a fucking beast. And it'll be hilarious because then the young kid gets to get a snap back on him. Oh yeah, I guess limp wrist running the grandpa or running the family, huh, Grandpa? And the grandpa's gonna be like, "Fuck you, kid." But I mean, there's a bunch I've got written down like that, just parts here and there. I just don't have the entirety of it, all written out. But for what I do have so far, a lot of it's pretty fucking funny. Like just little snide things like that here and there. I just gotta really, man, I gotta be careful with the beginning of it. I want it to come across where obviously this old man is a dick. Oh, that's what I'll say. Thank you. Okay, good job. I will put that in there. Where after that he'll be like, boy, it's a fluoride. That's what it is, kid. It's fluoride. Had nothing to do with limp wrist and the family genetics, boy. Damn fluoride they keep putting in the water, weakening my bones. Something like that. I'll make it where it's him mumbling it off as he wanders. He'll mumble it under his breath when he wanders away or something. But yeah, I got to make sure that in the beginning, people aren't turned off by his character so much. That's the balance. I just don't want people to be like, oh, well, this is too much. This guy's so right wing or whatever that we can't watch this trash. This is going to be one of those movies where they're like, Trump, 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 or whatever. I want people to understand that it's a comedy that isn't going to trash either side. It's going to, play off both sides' ridiculousness, but not in a offensive way. It'll be all hilariously kind of just tossing at, poking at each other, but not in a bad way. Not in neither side like in a fuck you kind of way at all. But I really got to be careful about that in the beginning because if people think that that's how it's starting, and they're gonna be like, "Fuck this movie, fuck this guy," and that's what I'm afraid of is that turn off. So yeah, I got to be careful. And I got to design the monster too, or the villain. There's my flashing. I'm trying to show it if I can. Come on, man. And I gotta get somebody to play him too. And I want the biggest, like, scariest looking son of a bitch. from around here. Come on. Oh, wow. There we go. There's a great example of the flashing that comes around those when I pull them out. Just like a weird little flat side, and you have to kind of carve in there to make it look like a bone. But have the kid. Oh my God, I have to see more. Hold on, I have to click this to see more. Oh, okay. Have the boyfriend warn his grandfather that they're get. Hang on a minute. Does that get bigger? Okay. Warn his. Tell the kid. Have the kid tell his boyfriend and warn his grandfather they get there and it's all nice and the grandmother is sweet. Then they have grandfather show up and be nice with grandmother around. Boyfriend says, "Oh, you made it out to be a lot worse." Then his grandmother leaves. Oh yeah, no. Here's my plan on the beginning, bro. The grandmother when she's around, the grandpa's gonna be like straight, like not say shit, not really say anything bad. The second grandma leaves, he's gonna be a cocksucker because I want the grandma to slap him. Remember I told you about that? Where I want her to at one point like just backhand him, and then you know who's really in charge of the household because he's supposed to be like this man from back in the day when women shut up and listen and da da da. But then you finally realize, oh no, grandma's fucking a beast. She's like, she don't put up with shit. I want that at one point. But then the other times, the whole time throughout the movie, she's just the nicest, sweetest thing about cookies. Yeah, okay. And then the movie's not going to start with them. Like it's going to literally start out where I want it to start out where, okay, opening scene is two nurses, like nurse-like people, or not wardens, but the people at mental institutions. So nurses running through a forest. Like, so grandfather isn't grating from the beginning. Sorry, I forgot. Isn't. Yeah, I want them to be running in the forest though, basically getting killed by the escapee inmate, and then as soon as they get killed, you know, it like blackens out to basically a grandpa waking up with a grandma, and you don't really see him or nothing like that. It'll be like, oh, what's going on? And she'll be like, oh, get up, they're here, come on. And you're like, what? You know, so you'll question like, was he dreaming that? What the fuck is going on? And you'll hear a TV playing where there's a news report of, oh, a psycho killer just escaped from the mental hospital, blah, 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 blah. And that gets shut off. So it's foreshadowing that obviously something's happening, you know. But then was he dreaming that? Was he not dreaming that? I don't know. But it's the exciting first part that catches you and makes you go, oh, this is a horror movie, even though it's named something silly like Weekend at Peepaws, you know. And you'll be like, what the fuck? I don't know. And then when they get up, that's when they're meeting the family. And you're like, so it immediately kicks off. Like, there's not even going to be like this long, boring, drawn out 30-minute intro of everybody and everything. You're dropped into the middle of it. And then the kid, you know, he's going to answer the door. And, you know, obviously him and his son, which is the father, isn't going to be the best getting along. He'll be like, oh, well, you know, it's you. And yeah, I guess come on in. And his wife's going to be Jewish, which is what I figured out. I have a funny thing about the Jew woman thing going on, and the dad's gonna be like, you know what, you're an asshole, dad, and the grandpa's gonna be like, I don't give a shit, da 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 da. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff like that. Yeah, the house, city life boy, and things like that. It's gonna be very much like that, where obviously the dad's never been loving, the dad's never been. He's like a dad from the old 1940s and stuff, like yeah, back then kind of stuff. And then the mom is very like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? Everybody come on in. Oh my God, it's been so long." But you know, and she's very loving to the kids, very loving to his, you know, their kids, her son, and I would invite you for a ham, but we only make it on Sundays, right? And so like there's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff that's just snide jerk comments from him. And the grandma's gonna be like, "Oh, pay him no mind. He's just cranky, blah 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 blah." But then the parents are obviously gonna tell the story, "Oh, well, I thank you guys so much for watching these 2 while we go on our vow renewal, uh, getaway, yada, yada, yada. We've really needed this for a while. It's, you know, we're doing great and we're doing better and yada, yada, yada." So it's gonna be like their second honeymoon, vow renewal, whatever. and then they split. Then the insanity ensues, and of course, like I said, the male is going to have his friend, quote unquote, come along, and Grandpa's going to be suspicious from the square one. He'll be like, "Your friend, huh? And it'll be like, "Yeah, Grandpa, he's my friend." And Grandma will know better. Should be called The Passion of the Deplorable. Oh no, it's gonna be something like Weekend at Peepaw's. So that way it's like super innocent sounding, but obviously not, and plus like I know there's like the Weekend at Bernie's from back in the day. So people will be like, "What? Are you like trying to rip that off or something?" Like, no, no, no. This is something totally different. But the like at one point, here's what I wanted to do too was the the granddaughter is gonna have a talk with the grandpa, and the grandson is gonna have a talk with the grandma. But the granddaughter, when she has a talk with the grandpa, is gonna be about true love because she's got that boyfriend that's gonna be sneaking up there, and so she's gonna be like, "Grandpa, when did you know you were in love with grandma?" Or Peepaw, when did you first know there was true love with Mima? And he's gonna be like, "Well, let me tell you, let me tell you how it all started." But first, what she's gonna first of all say, she's gonna be like, "Peepaw, why do you hate us?" And he'd be like, "Sweet Pea," because Peepaw, Sweet Pea. He'll be like, "I don't hate you. I just think you guys are, y'all are stupid. You're all running around eating Tide Pods and snorting cinnamon sticks and whatever the hell y'all are doing on this TikToks and all that crap. You're just dumb kids, man." Doing stuff like that. So it'll kind of poke at that. And then she's gonna be like, "Well, how did you know that you and Mima were in love? What was the first sign that you was in love with her?" And he'll be like, "Well, first of all, we lived in a small town, and there wasn't too many choices." So she'll be like, Really, Grandpa? Like, wow, that's pretty harsh." And he'll be like, "No, no, no, now hear me out, hear me out. Wasn't a lot of choices, right? So when I first met her, I knew right away I was in love." And she was like, had the prettiest smile. It'd be like actually a sensitive moment. Like it'll be a real legitimate moment. At first, it's going to start out dickish. So you're thinking, all right, but then he actually is going to open up and have a real character developing moment where you realize, okay, this guy actually isn't a complete dickbag. And him and her actually bond because she's going to be like, "Well, I've been seeing this guy and I don't know if it's true love, but I think it is." And the Peepaw is going to kind of give some real advice for a moment. It'll be like a real bonding moment. Then it's gonna show the guy show up, and all he's wanting is to fuck, and she's gonna be like, "No, I don't want to," and he's basically gonna try to rape her, you know? It'll be like a forced situation. Peepaw's gonna pretty much bust in and whoop his ass, you know? And, so at that point there, you're gonna kinda realize, "Oh, you know what? Alright. We're getting somewhere with the bonding." So there will be character development, characters, there'll be a lot more to it, more depth. It's not gonna just be this nonstop, hatred for each other and bullshit like that. And again, that we've talked about the whole when the gay, the obvious gay thing happens at the end, and the grandpa realizes he knew the whole time, and he'll kind of be like, "Yeah, I knew the whole time," and he'll wish the one kid to take good care of him, and be like, "Hey, take good care of my grandson," blah 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 blah. Where then they know, oh, he already knew that we were gay, and huh, okay. So at that point, you're gonna kinda go, "Alright, this guy's just acting like a hard cock. He's for whatever reason, he was raised that way or whatever, but he's not that bad of a guy." And hopefully it'll be a good what is that, at the end of the arc where they're good guys? One of those things, a good, sorry, I'm still carving. Hopefully it'll be a good enough what the fuck is that called? Where suddenly you're a good guy. One of the good ones, yeah. Oh, he's one of them ones. You just, he's a good one of the good ones. That's called, just what my wife calls it something where you damn it, you disassociate. Yeah, no, I know, no, 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 not what he called his boyfriend one of the good ones. but it's called something where the character becomes a good guy suddenly, like a redeeming quality or whatever, where they all of a sudden redeem themselves at the very end. But and there's also a psychological term um, for that whole thing too, when people call them one of the good ones. A face turn, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know, man. But also, there's a psychological term, like I was saying, when people call them one of the good ones. Like when people say, "Well, they're talking about racism or anything like that," and they go, "Oh, well, he's, my black friend, blah blah blah, but he's one of the good ones." That's like there's a psychological term for that where you're like what? That's pretty racist, Like, but there's an actual psychological term for it. God damn it! I just fucked that one up. All right, see, I started cutting into this one. Would you please focus? No, not gonna do it for me. Uh, Ignorance. Yeah, that's a psychological term for it. There's another one too, but that one I guess does work. Works pretty good. I guess that will work also. Let me just kind of maybe cut this in a little bit right here. That might work. Ignorance, I like that. But my point is by the end of the movie, I want people to be able to not hate everything about everybody. You know what I mean? And that's going to be hard. That's really what I'm facing with this whole thing is how it's going to be written. It's going to be rough because, man, there's a lot of careful balancing acts for a right-wing Republican grandpa who hates gay people and everything under the sun to come around full circle by the end of it to save the day alongside his gay grandson, his feminist granddaughter, and all that stuff there against a common foe who threatens his family, showing that family's more important than his bullshit. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where, yeah, they're all going to have to. It's going to be rough, but I think if it's pulled off correctly with the funny enough jokes that everybody finally realizes, nah, this is all in good fun. I think it would be pretty fucking great. Especially if bad guy looks great, comes across great, everything comes off great. Common foe, mental illness. Well, in this case, the common foe is a 7-foot tall serial killer that's probably wearing somebody else's face. But yeah, sure, mental illness also works. They'll have two common foes in this one. Well, mental illness with an axe. Yeah, and then the funnier part is at the very end, like I said, I'm not gonna have when the mom and dad show back up, there will be no talks or no indication of what happened whatsoever. Nobody's gonna say anything about it. Like the entire time, they're gonna be like, "Oh, hey, people, hey, dad, how are the kids?" And he'll be like, "Oh, they were good. They were good. You guys just ever need us to watch them again, you let us know." And da 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 da. And he'll be like, "Really? Okay. Thanks." And they're gonna have like a good sentimental moment, and say goodbyes. And when they hug Peepaw, he is gonna go like, because he gets stabbed or whatever, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you all right? You all right, Dad?" And he'll be like, "Oh no, I'm fine. Just my arthritis acting up again," or something like that. And he's gonna wink at the kids, and they're gonna like wink back, like motherfucker got stabbed like through and through, but he's like, "Nah, I'm fine." But that goes to that old school mentality again, and it kind of brings it back around to being like, all right, that's just how this guy is. Like, fuck it, I'm fine when you're not fine. You're not fine, bro. But for the sake of keeping it together for everybody, you're fine. That's just the way you are. You're fine. So I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. And this is going to be the one I do, man. I know I've got a few other ones under the belt that I'm like, this will be cool, that'd be cool, but a lot of them are going to be too high budgeted for me right now and just too much stuff going on with everything else. So this one's feasible. This one's feasible. Yes, sweetie. I love you too, sweetie.
Still doing stuff.
Yeah, I was really wanting to go the distance with this and show how long it takes, but holy crap,
How long?
forever. It'll take me another hour at least just to do these probably. Like,
How long has he been on?
I don't know. He's been on for a minute, but I'm probably gonna quit here in a minute because it's killing my thumbs. I don't normally do this sitting in one
Why?
session.
It's bleeding.
Oh yeah, I accidentally cut my thumb.
It's killing my thumbs. It literally is.
Yeah, when I was doing this, I said,
Hey, you're literally gonna cut yourself again.
no, I'm not.
Look,
I'm doing
you
all
just
right.
went-
No, I didn't. I'm fine. Oh, oh, I love you too. Oh, oh,
Hey, Dad, you wanna hear my pops?
oh, I want to be jealous of you being able to pop your back. Let me just do that. I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that too. You have the kids talk about rehabilitation and how they need to just talk to the killer. They look outside and the killer's humping a garden gnome or something. Well, I mean, have to be a big garden gnome. Now, I'd probably have something like if they were doing like to do something like that, which actually is not a bad idea. That's actually pretty good. I'd probably have the daughter, the granddaughter, do that because she's gonna be more like the feminist. Like everybody deserves a chance. Well, I don't know. Maybe he could do it. I want to make sure she has as much screen time slash talk time slash interaction time too. And I haven't really gotten a lot of like feminist stuff yet. Though I think I'll have a lot more of that in play as the grandma is like cooking and stuff, like where she'll be like, well, why is grandma the one always cooking? And he'll be like, well, because that's the place of a woman's in the kitchen, or in the bedroom. And then like she'll be like, ugh, and just get up and leave or something like that. But I want her to be more just like get up and leave or more like fuck this. And you know what I mean? Like not so, I don't know. I haven't decided. Um, But I do want her to be more kind of like stand up for your rights kind of thing. So maybe I'll have her definitely do that. But I wouldn't want the killer. People almost burn the house down once. That's why he doesn't cook. Okay, that's funny. I can definitely. I'll have the Meemaw say something about that. Um, I'll have to figure out something really funny for that one. But I was gonna say what I'll do is instead the serial killer, they could have one of those fake deer in the front and just have him like going ape shit to town, smashing it up. Where they look out the window and he's just all like destroying it, and then people will be like, "Yeah, which one of y'all want to go out there and talk to him? Go ahead. He seems like a nice fella." And they'd be like, yeah, nope, we're good." Something like that. And that because I don't want the killer to be like a joke. I want the killer to be like the serious part of the movie. So like all of them interacting is going to be more comical, more satire, more like what the fuck, man, like. And then I want the killer to be like straight up horror movie, like you'd be scared shitless if this really was happening. But they're like they open the door, the kid punches him, slams the door shut. Peepaw's like, "Oh yeah, look at your limp wrist." That's what happens, isn't it? Limp wrists. These days, you kids don't know nothing about how to be a real man. Well, let your Peepaw show you how to be a real man. 1943, I was storming the coast of blah, 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 blah. Open the door, says, bricks. Why is he made out of bricks? And they're going to be like, what? And he'll be like, he's made out of bricks. And then he slams it, stuff like that. The victim, I'm going to have him actually start killing the neighbors first. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have cutaways because I want people to be killed before. I want you to know that this dude's serious. Like, so at the beginning, you'll have the two nurses running killed. And then during some of the other stuff to keep it paced well, so there's going to be the interactions. And that's also going to be like the killer getting closer to their house by houses, like house by house, basically, where that's how he's led to their house is by their neighbor running away. So the killer's gonna end up at their neighbor's house, hence or from the people running through the forest, and he's gonna find their house, kill the neighbors. One of the neighbors is gonna be running through the forest or whatever toward their house, and when he kills that neighbor, they'll be at they'll be at the Peepaw's house. Jesus. And that's not bad. I almost think the deer part, smashing up a deer might be funny, but that would be more comical for the killer too. So yeah, having it like literally ripping somebody in half would probably be much better pulling out their intestines or like tearing off their head or something like that. It depends on who I would have because I have a couple of extra. Yeah, the deer might be too funny. That's what I was thinking. Because whenever I said that first, it was still on the idea of maybe it being kind of funny. But then when I did say I wanted him to be more serious, then I was kind of thinking, I don't know, it might be too funny. But the throw in the head thing or something like that, yeah. Or just like cutting their head off and holding it like, be like standing there holding it, like staring at him, They'd be like, yeah, I'm not going out there to talk to him. No, yeah, no, 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 no. And it definitely, then we could have them say something funny to kind of pull it off. Or again, like if you just saw like somebody facing him, like if my computer screen was the window or whatever, like I don't know. If you're facing him and like this was a human being and this is the killer, and then like the human being facing the killer, and then like he was pulling their intestines up, and they were just like, and then he was staring at them, something like that would be way fucking creepier than yeah, a deer. He has a Blue Lives Matter flag. The killer rips the head off and uses the flag as a pike. Could do something like that. I was thinking about having him get stabbed, the grandpa, like, get stabbed at the end with a flagpole, so I might use that. Like, I was thinking at first, like, a machete or something, but that's Jason's thing, and I was trying to think of something more interesting, so I was thinking, like, an American flag, but I wasn't thinking anything like the Blue Lives flag or anything like that. Ooh, could make it a nah, that might be pushing it. But, yeah, I might do something like that since they'll be around. Oh, wait, really quick, I'm gonna go ahead and probably really? Please don't have spilled. Okay, it didn't spill. Got stabbed. Oh, glory. But see, that's what I was thinking was he gets stabbed in like that really good and then dies. And then, all that jibber jab. I haven't quite, because I want the fight scene to be pretty epic and weird. I want, the Mima to have like pans and stuff and like throw hot brownies at him or something like that. You know what I mean? And I want the kids to all, because each one has to have their own unique style of fighting against him. Which will be both comedic, piss on you, Betsy Ross, and but each one of them will be like uniquely different. Like so, but the Peepaw, he'd almost be like a gun nut, but I don't really want guns involved. So I'm trying to think of like how I could get away with not using a gun, but having like a gun there. Like maybe the gun doesn't work. Like he's never really actually shot it. You know what I mean? Like, man, I'm NRA head of our chapter or whatever. I don't know anything about. He's not allowed to have ammunition. Okay, something like that. Yeah. Okay, maybe something like that. Yeah. I'll have to think of. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm still working out some of that stuff. I've got like the basic big chunks just set out. Boom, 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 boom. He shot grandma's sister by accident once. I've got a bunch of that shit set out. I just got to fill in the cracks, basically. I'm gonna drill. One moment. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like so they have a gag where he opens a closet full of guns but no ammo. Right. That's what I wanted. Like where I've got like where he'll have like all these guns, but and they're always like, oh, grandpa and his NRA shit and his gun addiction, blah 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 blah. But they don't know he doesn't have ammo. That's a good point. And then they'll be like, Peepaw, get your guns, and he'll be like, well, I mean, I would, but real men don't use guns, and you don't have to have a gun to scare somebody off your property. And they're gonna be like, Peepaw, what's going on? You love your guns. They're like, I mean, I do, but we don't have to use guns. We could, and we could add that into the part where then they're like, what are we gonna do? Go out and talk to him? Yeah, and she'd be like, yeah, we could go out and talk to him, like maybe just a little conversation and you know what I mean? And then yeah, and we could add that whole sequence could be hinged off that because then he could be like, open up the window or open up the door even, and the dude's out there and kills a motherfucker, and she'd be like, yeah, no, we're not doing that, or something like that. And then the boy's all like opens the door and punches him, and he's like, my hand. And they'd be like, oh, you limp wrist, blah blah blah, and then punches him. All right, yeah, I might be able to work all that together in one big sequence, and that'd be funny as fuck. And again, just all in the way it works words wise, and keep the bad guy a fucking beast, bro. He's gonna be pissed the whole time. Just this mad monster of a dude. I just gotta. I want the mask to look good too. It's got to be something memorable. And that's what's killing me right now. Also, is I'm really trying to think of something in my mind that would be something super memorable. Hang on, this is gonna be noisy for a second. What? Yeah, I'm about to get off here in a minute. Now, yes, sweetie. Leverage is the ability to use leverage. Leverage is, I'll have to explain that in a minute when I can think more thoroughly about it. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to get off here in a second. I'm just going to kind of show what I do here, and then have an artistic type break a creep Peepaw won't allow it and throws it outside. Killer picks it up, so you can design whatever. That ain't too shabby. What? I can't look at you, sweetie. I mean, I can, but I'm not going to turn around because I got things attached to my head. What? But I then have to get up, and I got to walk over, and I'm going to trip on stuff because I won't be paying attention to what I'm looking at. No, you can wait. You can. I'm busy. No, you guys are not supposed to be bothering me while I'm doing live stuff. Shush. Now, here's how we do this. Drill the tiny little holes in all of it, even though I haven't scored these yet. All right. Then we start. I just push it in a little bit. Nice and secure. Take my little clippers. Give me just a little bit extra. Oh my God, would you just focus? I hate how it doesn't focus. That's actually a good idea. And that'd be where he gets his face mask thing from. Because I was wondering, I'm like, man, how's he going to get a mask being in the mental hospital? You know? And then I have, oh my God, camera, would you stop being an idiot? There, look now. Then we just put it in there. Boop. And it secures it in place. Bang, look at that. And then if we need to move it, we can just readjust a little bit to whatever. And if we want to bend it out a little bit, we can move it out a little bit. As long as it's in place to the most part. Take a little super glue. Make sure it's how I want it. Let me shove it in there. Maybe. And then we hold it together really good. For just a few seconds. All right, yep. I feel so what happens when you mess with that devil stuff. That's what happens when you mess with that devil stuff. All right. So let's see here. Maybe the girl can be an artist because that allows me to, again, give her a little bit more time because, you know, he is going to be, well, okay, because the boy's going to be a little feminine to kind of just give hints that he's gay. I don't want to placate into that whole, stereotype necessarily, but I just want to kind of give it where you kind of question it. Like you could be like, maybe that dude is just his friend, but, you know. But I want the girl to be like, woman power. But so yeah, I guess she would be probably the one I'd probably make do that. So that way it's more of an aggressive kind of thing. But then if he threw it out, she would not be cool with that. You know what I mean? Like she'd be like, "No, fuck you, people." Nah. I don't know. I don't know. I'll think about it. But yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. Because then that gives me a way for the mask to show up. What? Bye. That gives me a way for the mask to show up. How do I want that? I mean, that's pretty decent. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. Yeah, and that's how that works. Take some action steps. So boyfriend brought it. Yeah, okay, maybe. Well, no, I can't do that. Oh, her boyfriend brought it. Yeah, but then the scary monster dude, isn't gonna have would. Okay, yeah, I can do the classic where the boyfriend shows up wearing a scary mask, scares the shit out of her, then she's like, "Oh, you idiot," and then the main bad guy kills the shit out of him, takes it and uses it. That just means I can't show the serial killer dude's face up until, you know and that works just fine. So, yeah, I'll do that. I'll make it where the boyfriend does that. Oh, yeah, and then I can totally do the whole thing where you think it's him, the bad guy, so it'll show, like, this figure outside the window about to come up and da 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 da. Or before all this, people talk to some police, turns out he's been going around collecting Halloween decorations because 'cause they're satanic, so he has a pile of shit in the back. Meh, I think I'm gonna that's too much extra background there, bro, but I think I'm gonna go with the boyfriend brought it, and that way he can kill him and then just take his space, and then, you know, maybe later she can be like, "God damn it, I told you to get the fuck out of here. We're not doing this, blah, 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 blah," or whatever. And then, she realizes, "Oh, fuck no, it's really him, really this bad dude or whatever." Sets up people's reputation, how cops won't go on it. Well, that might work too. Well, I'm not gonna have the cops even show up to Peepaw's property though. I'm not even gonna have that be a thing, you know? Because nobody's gonna be able to call. Oh, because why wouldn't they call the cops? This is some crazy serial guy. Yeah, what the fuck? I didn't even think about the cops being called. That's funny. What am I thinking? Of course, why wouldn't they call the cops? Hey, there's some mass monster murderous guy outside my house. Why wouldn't we call the police? That doesn't make no sense. Yeah, no, I got options. I appreciate the thought bouncing process, bro. I need people like that. I don't have a lot of people to talk to in that sense, you know, a lot often. So I do appreciate that. I thank you, sir. I thank you. And it's very helpful. Gets the juices a flowing, bro. This is the process of what I do. It takes me I've not done but one other the other monkey paw. See, that one's a little bit over. I don't know. I'm gonna make it go that way a little bit. Maybe not. That looks stupid. But let me turn it out a little bit like that. Yeah. But I've only done the other one fully so far, so this is kind of a bit much. And keep in mind, I still have to skin them and all that kind of stuff. So this is going to be something, but I'm going to make it top quality. Big deal. Just like my fairies. Definitely want them to be solid pieces. Solid pieces. And it just takes forever. People don't understand, like, when creating this stuff, how long it takes for this stuff to happen. And like those fairies, like I said, the fairies I make, because I sell them for a couple $100, and sometimes people are like, "Man, $200, like, do you sell those?" And I'm all, "Yes, I do." And they're like, "Okay, well, I mean, you know," I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." People are like, "Fuck yeah!" Once they see them, I mean, they literally have tongues. They literally have tongues. And people who sell, like, okay, if you go on Etsy and you look up some of the other ones that are anywhere remotely close to, they're not nearly as big. They don't have nearly as much to them. And I'm not trying to be like negative towards anybody's art, because there's some impressive ones and they do good stuff. Absolutely. And they do look good. But they don't have quite the depth, I guess you'd say. Yeah. And holy shit, it's like I put some stuff into them. Now, do I have to? Probably not. But I mean, dude, I want to get people something that's fucking where I want people to take something like this, to take something like these, right? And I want them to be able to, once they're done, they'll have skin on them, they'll have tendons through them, they'll have everything going on it. You know, I'm gonna have the wrist there. It's gonna have charms and hair and the full 9 yards. It'll look good. It's gonna be it'll be in an encasement and everything. And I want people to be able to look at it and say, "Dude, holy fuck, you have a monkey's paw? That's real. Where did you get that?" I do not want in the slightest somebody who comes to the person who buys this house to be able to doubt that it's real when it's all said and done. You know what I mean? I want them to really leave that person's house going, "Dude, did you know Jim bought a fucking monkey's paw?" I'm making actual art. Thank you. That's what I do. I put a lot of time and effort, energy, my heart, my soul, my sweat, tears, my blood into this stuff. I have never made something ever and not hurt myself in the process and cut myself in blood. For real. Like every painting of mine has my blood in it. For real. And you're probably going, "Well, how did your blood get in the painting?" Don't ask questions, okay? But the point being is like literally everything I make like this, at some point, for real, my blood goes into it. So heart, sweat, blood, and tears. But like with the fairies, people was looking at those at the convention I went to last time. Now you just said not some cheap convention shit, but literally I went to a convention. I go to the conventions, the oddities conventions where they sell people, or they sell like eyeballs and all kinds of shit in jars, and you know embryos of whatever and stuff like that. And I'm going up there head to head with some pretty impressive stuff. Pretty sure that's how Clive Barker's story went, started blood in the paint. Probably is, and probably how my stories all start. They say no good story starts with a cup of blood. Well, that's not true. Let me explain that. But the fairies, like people, we had. Oh no, convention stuff. There's a lot of shoddy convention stuff. Yeah. Not mine. Like there's a couple that worked at a mortuary, and they came by, and they were cool as fuck to talk to. But they were sitting there and they were looking at my fairies, and they were like, "Pigskin?" I was like, "What?" They're like, "Are you using pigskin for the flesh?" And I was like, "What? No." They're like, "Oh, you're not using dried pigskin." I was like, "No." And they're like, "What are you using then?" I was like, "It's not skin at all. It's not like real skin whatsoever." I was like, it's something I've made, I created." And they're like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "'Cause I can't work with something like real skin and make like the tongues and the little genitals and things like that. And they were like, they took a really good close look and they were like, it does have a tongue, doesn't it? And I was like, yeah. I was like, here, look inside, like, and we were like moving it around so you could get like a light in there. And they were like, I'll be danged. They were like, that's pretty cool. And I was like, well, thank you. Hang on, like, where is shit? You can't see it on here. No, that's a shitty, terrible picture. But on the, well, maybe it's cool because now I can like bring up stuff on my computer and show you things. Oh well, I don't maybe because I have like check this out. Oh Jesus, baby. Okay, there. I don't. Hold on. I don't want to. I don't want to fucking. I may have already fucked it up. $85. That. And I give them total props for selling them. For doing it. But this little guy is, I think it was like 5 inches tall or something, and I'm just like, I can't do that. I cannot. I can't do that. Like this is the video. Let me turn off the volume. But like that's you can't see the tongue in there, but just running it. I don't know. Can you see that good? I don't know. This is like when I was doing some video-ish stuff. Let me see if I can get to the tongue on this one. If you can see the tongue in there on that one. I was just doing like the mummified aspects of it to show kind of some of the stuff to it. I don't even know what that looks like over there on that screen. If it looks good, how well you can see it. It looks all right, I guess. No, you can't really see the tongue because it's all done weird. But like when I was making them, yeah. Enough of the genitals. What? Get a good look there. Get a good look there, Chuck. No. Yeah, there's the tongue. So you can actually see the tongue inside. Like when I do them, you can literally, I literally put tongues in there. Like I try to go for it. You know what I mean? I actually try to put them pretty well together. It's not just, that looks legit from what I can see. Well, thank you. Yeah, I don't, that's my fairies. Like and that's what I'm about to do with the monkey paw too, is like I said, I'm going to do some pretty hardcore shit with them. And when I sell those at the conventions, dude, people, and I sold them at the last convention, I had a family, which was really funny. And they were talking about getting their mantle redone. And they're like, man, this is the centerpiece right here. They're like, and it was funny because the lady, the wife, before she picked it up, before she ran off, like, they come in men and women. They come in male and female. And she goes, yeah. And I was like, okay. I was like, just want to sure you know, I didn't want you to get one and then all of a sudden be like, somebody comes over and they're like, oh, hey, it has a wang hanging down. She goes, nope, give me one with the biggest ding dong you got. And I was like, okay then. So I pulled it out and I had one with a wang hanging and she was just like, yep, that's the one right there. I was like, all right, here you go. It was pretty funny. So fairy dick, yeah. I can't type on its Facebook because I know someone will let me using the YouTube listen while I type. That's funny. But yeah, dude. No, it was good stuff. She cracked me up because she wanted one with a huge fairy penis, and I was like, well, all right, here you go. And I had one who was doing pretty good for himself, and I found that one for her because I made up about I think 8 of them for that show, but no, everybody loved them. Everybody loved them, and they came by and they were just like, holy shit, dude. And it was pretty nice. It made you feel good to see some of the quality, that others have done, and then to see people admiring that and be like, dude, this is fucking art. This is like some shit for real. I was like, I thank you. And it's just, I don't know. Like I said earlier, Chuck, I was talking about how I hate 3D printers because people are like mass producing shit these days, and like a lot of them are taking, ouch, a lot of them are taking 3D printing 3D files from other companies. Like companies are selling them for like $5-10, and people are taking these files and then printing them out and selling these little figures and shit for like $30-40 or something like that. And it's like, while I commend them for their hustle, it's like, damn, that's rough. It's like that takes away from people who literally I sit here and I hand carve this shit out of clay, then I cast it in silicone, and then I cast that silicone into these, these little pieces here, and then I carve what I can, and then I drill it, put it together, then I put the meat in it and put that, yeah. The detail isn't there a lot of the times. I have noticed that. And you can tell when things are 3D printed, but it's only a matter of time. And that sucks because I get it. The mass production, it will help even the small time guy. And yeah, you can as a sculptor, you could like sculpt something like, yeah, I could sculpt the monkey paw and put it together like this. And then I could go bloop and scan it with a 3D scanner and then have my 3D printer print it just like this. And then I could just get off the bullshit and kind of clean it up. Boom, it's done. As long as I made it. And even in those 3D programs where you mold things, I've got one and it's beyond me, dude. It's so hard. But in those programs, yes, I can admire artists that do that stuff because that's hard work. That's still them putting their artistical efforts. But to buy somebody else's art that they built and then pass it off saying, look what I made out of my 3D printer. Nah, that's a little, meh. It's like, bro, like I said earlier, that's kind of like taking a fucking, the Mona Lisa, putting it on a copywriter, copy printer and pushing boop, print, and then being like, look what I made. Look what I did. Oh yeah, I made that. Well, I mean, I pressed the print button and my 3D printer printed the Mona Lisa. There you go. I did that. Now give me 5, 6, 8 times the amount I paid for it because I didn't do any work. I just pressed a button. Cool. And that kind of makes me go, I hate the 3D printing world, but that is what it is, dude. That's just the artist in me that has been looked over forever. And as soon as these bad boys are done, and maybe even before that, I need to start pushing my these little guys, the little monkey paws. I need to start pushing those because I need to get the keychain done of those. Yeah, it's gonna be easier for scammers and price gouging. Yeah, that's my problem. I need to get those little guys did, and then where'd my other what's going on? Well, Chuck, I know you've seen like when I carved because I hand carved the Necronomicon. Nope, no, you're not gonna do it for me. No, I hand carved the Necronomicon book, and this is one of the casts that Kyra made. She made it in blue, and then we did the highlight paints a little bit and made it look like that and put it on a keychain. Like this is a heavy duty keychain for her backpack that we did. But Kyra did this one all by herself. Like the casting, she mixed the material, she mixed the stuff and poured it and made it all by herself. She made 2 of them. It was pretty cool. And but I make these in brown and shit, And then I also have like the Hellboy fist. Oh, you know what? I could just show you down here. This is my little case of things I'm currently working on getting packaged up and done. Yeah, like this little guy. Boop. Now I made the little the right-handed Doom. Wow, it looks really red on there, but it's got more of a mauve-esque. But dude, I meticulously went in. Oh, I hate this so much. I meticulously went in and looked at how the line work was on the actual fist. Even the cracks. If you look at the movie from Hellboy, the Hellboy 1 and 2 with Ron Perlman, if you look at the cracks and the chips, god damn it. Well, if you could see them. Anyway, the cracks and the chips are exactly where they're supposed to be. Oh, come on. I really went meticulous with it. I always try to. Are you shit, Biscuit? I can't believe. Anyway, yeah, they're there. Yeah. And then I built these little guys like my claws, which are two-part molds, where I put the black resin and then I shoved it into a white resin back part. You want one of what? You want one of the Hellboys? Or, God dang it. I wish you could see it better. Because, man, these little guys took me a minute to... I had to double cast them because I couldn't... Ah! I just pinched my hand. That was stupid. Hold on, let me see if I can... Hellboy and the book. What, sweetie? I'm just showing something really quick and then I'm going to get off here. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's way better. Finally did it. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, even the cracks, like where the cracks follow through and the bigger cracks and the chips and all that kind of stuff that go through this. If you look at the pictures.
Dad.
What, sweetie?
Remember when it was 5:03
Okay, it's 5:37.
and you said you were about to get off?
Well, maybe I meant here in a few minutes, huh? But yeah, okay. Well, I was trying to see if I could find one of my Necronomicons that are done.
Dad.
But those are all... Oh, no, here's one that's... Well, this is an old one that but yeah, that's like one of the old ones in brown. But yeah, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? It's just in brown. And this one's been sitting up there forever, collecting dust and getting gross. What, sweetie?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know how this tooth hasn't grown in for a long time? This one?
Yes.
I think it's stuck growing, and it's like growing inside my gums.
It possibly is.
I think
Mine did that, so it could maybe. Well,
it's growing inside my gums.
well, they didn't say anything about it when we went to the doctor or the dentist, so.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, thank you. Better than the sculptures you've seen of Hellboys. Dude, like, we've been about 2 weeks on it because I screwed up and I had to start over, but I took from the second movie, Evil Dead, 2, and I looked at the book and I was just like, man, and I went through all the way the shape of the mouth and the shape of the eyes and all the little indentions. Now I did get a little, I did my own kind of shaping because in the end, a lot of it, I didn't, in the end, I was like, man, I'm going to do my own thing too, to really give it some indention, some good features, a lot more depth and a lot more detail because it kind of didn't have that. So I got the basic shapes, the basic proportions, the basic everything. So if you look at it, dude, it will be one of the better, I swear to you, it will be one of the better looking sculpts for this design anywhere. Hands down, I guarantee it. I take great pride in that one. I do. And the Hellboy hand is the same. Ironically, it's almost the size of an action figure hand. And somebody thought I was making the whole action figure. And since then, I've kind of thought about doing that. Because I was like, you know what? I might be able to do that because I already got the hand done. So I almost would consider it, but I don't know. Maybe. But thank you, Chuck. I appreciate it because, yeah, I put a lot more, just like with the book, I put a lot of effort looking at how the line work was with the circles and where they laid into the hand and how the curves went and where the cracks were and just every little thing I could, like I said, like some of the chips that came in on the where it was and in between everything, I just went hardcore, dude, just really tiny. The thing was is I had to cast a blank version of this piece and a blank of this fist without any cracks in it first. Whew. Before I started carving because I had to hard carve it instead of using the soft clay because I couldn't keep a grip of it and it not squish. Dude, it was a mess. So I ended up having to do like double casting for it. But it came out good. It came out really good. And I'm really happy with it. So, bro, yeah, dude, send me your address. And anyway, that's that. But all in all, that's what I'm doing. Monkey Paw. And I got to get that started, but I'm going to finish number 2 boop, boop, here also. And Jesus, come on. But I'm gonna make them like top quality fucking pieces. I don't know, what they'll go for in the end. I want to make sure they look really good and are questionable. Again, I want people to be able to look at them and go, "Holy fuck, Jim! When did you get a real monkey's paw? Where did you get a real monkey's paw? Did you go to India for that? Well, what creepy voodoo lady did you find down in fucking, you know, New Orleans? Like, where did you get that thing from, bro? That's amazing." And I plan on making them different too. Like, one of them will have no fingers down, one of them will have two, one of them will have three, whatever. I want them to be different. And I'm I don't know how much to sell them for either. Like, I've seen a couple of people who made monkey paws, and they're selling them surprisingly pretty cheap. I thought they'd probably sell them for a lot more. And so, I mean, I got to keep up with the competition. Obviously, I can't sell them for like $1 million, but I want to make sure and cover costs and things like that. But I don't plan. I never try to sell my stuff for super expensive. I always try to keep my stuff within reason. You know, so I just want to make sure that I can get my artwork to those who it matters to. Anybody who gives a shit. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I was showing the process. I want to show how long it takes. It's been 2 hours and 31 minutes. I know I've talked a little bit, but I've literally been doing work the whole time for the most part. And it would probably take me about 3 hours straight from beginning to end to probably really put them all together. And then once you're talking like, and I'm just saying like casting it takes about 10 to 15 minutes, demolding and everything like that. And then you got to cut off all the flashing and sit there and really carve everything out. I mean, it might take 2 hours if I pushed it to put it all together, probably 2 hours. So, well, thank you. I'm not wanting to be too cheap on it. And like I said, they're going to have, once I'm done with them, they'll have tendons. I'll actually put tendons in there. I'll put the skin. So they'll look like my fairies. Everything will be done like that. It'll be done to top quality, capable stuff.
Yeah.
And then, we'll just see. I'll kind of see how they end up looking quality wise at the end and, see. Yes, sweetie, I will get off here and you can start coding.
I was also gonna ask if
All right.
you make mac and cheese.
And yes, sweetie, I'll make you some mac and cheese. All right. Anyway, thanks everybody who's stuck around for a minute. And Chuck, I will catch you guys later. And I might come up and play video games here in a few minutes if you're down. But all right, now I'm gonna end that one.